The Simien Mountains National Park, a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1978, presents one of the most magnificent and geologically dramatic landscapes on the entire African continent. Located in the northern Ethiopian highlands, this colossal massif, often referred to as the Roof of Africa, is a landscape of extremes. Colossal basalt cliffs, dizzying precipices, and vast high-altitude plateaus, carved over millions of years into a theater of natural splendor. The sheer scale and ruggedness of the Simiens are considered by many to rival the grandeur of the Grand Canyon in the United States. A history forged in basalt and ice. The breathtaking topography of the Simiens is the result of immense geological forces that began approximately 40 to 25 million years ago during the Oligocene and Miocene periods. This region sits atop the Ethiopian Traps, a monumental sequence of flood basalt lava flows that erupted quickly and piled up to thicknesses of over 3,000 to 3,500 meters. This massive volcanic shield was subsequently uplifted as the tectonic plate carrying Ethiopia passed over the Afar hotspot. Following the initial uplift, the dramatic landscape we see today was sculpted by relentless forces of erosion and glaciation. The high-altitude location, with peaks regularly exceeding 4,000 meters, meant that the Simiens were one of the few places in tropical Africa to experience significant glaciation during the ice ages, with the highest areas developing small ice caps. The combination of torrential seasonal rains, freezing and thawing cycles, and glacial grinding has relentlessly dissected the thick basalt layers, creating the park's signature features. The Great Escarpment. This is the most defining characteristic, a colossal wall of rock stretching for nearly 35 kilometers along the northern edge of the park. It features sheer, vertical drops of up to 1,500 meters into the lowlands below. From the rim of this escarpment, the vista extends infinitely over deep valleys and rugged canyon-like plains. Jagged peaks and buttresses. The highest points, such as Ras Dashen or Ras Dashen, at 4,550 meters, Ethiopia's highest mountain and the fourth highest peak in Africa, are not sharp, pointed mountains but rather giant, flat-topped towers and remnants of ancient volcanic necks that proved more resistant to erosion than the surrounding rock. Other prominent peaks include Ketis Yard, 4,453 meters, and Mount Bwahet, 4,430 meters. Wenzas and gorges. The plateaus are incised by deep valleys and gorges, known locally as wenses, creating isolated areas that have fostered the evolution of endemic species. Ecosystems and endemic fauna. The immense variation in altitude and topography results in distinct ecological zones, from the lower montane forests to the Afro-alpine moorland, which supports a spectacular array of unique flora and fauna. Afro-alpine moorland. Found above 3,700 meters, this high-altitude grassland is punctuated by the strange, towering form of the endemic giant lobelia, Lobelia rhynchopetalum. This cold, often frosty environment is the exclusive domain of the park's most famous residents. Ericaceous moorland. Between 2,900 meters and 3,700 meters, the landscape is dominated by giant heather trees, Erica arborea, and other hardy shrubs. The Simiens are a crucial refuge for three large mammals endemic to the Ethiopian highlands, acting as a global hotspot for biodiversity conservation. The Walia ibex, Capra waliae. This magnificent wild mountain goat, with its impressive curved horns, is found nowhere else in the world except the steep cliffs and rocky ledges of the Simiens. It is a symbol of the park's fragile ecosystem. The Gelada baboon, Therapithecus gelada, often called the bleeding heart monkey due to the distinctive red patch on its chest, the Gelada is the world's only exclusively grazing primate. They live in huge, complex troops on the grassy plateaus, frequently seen shuffling along on their rumps while foraging for grass and seeds. They descend the cliff faces at night to sleep for protection from predators like leopards and hyenas. The Ethiopian wolf, Canis simensis, known as the Simien fox, this is the rarest canid species in the world and Africa's most endangered carnivore. Its small population, which specializes in hunting rodents, is concentrated in the Afro-alpine areas of the high plateaus, The skies are dominated by the silhouette of the lammergeier, bearded vulture, a spectacular bird with a wingspan of over 2 meters, unique for its diet of bone marrow. The human landscape and conservation challenge. Despite its ruggedness, the Simien Mountains are a cultural landscape. The local Amhara people have inhabited the area for centuries, carving out a difficult living through traditional agriculture and herding on the mountain slopes and plateaus. This human presence, however, has historically led to intense pressure on the delicate habitats of the endemic species, contributing to the park's listing as a World Heritage in Danger in 1996. Conservation efforts today focus on working closely with local communities in a sustainable tourism model to mitigate threats, reduce grazing pressure, and protect the critical cliffside habitat of the Walia ibex. Trekking the Simiens is a journey through a world where geological time is visible on every massive, eroded peak and where rare wildlife thrives on the very edge of existence, offering visitors a truly unforgettable and awe-inspiring experience on Africa's rooftop.